The Book TV bus is traveling the country, visiting bookstores, libraries, festivals, and authors. Here are some of the people and places we visited.
We're at the Kansas City Literary Festival speaking with Sharon Robinson, author of Promises to Keep, How Jackie Robinson Changed America, and Jackie's 9, Jackie Robinson's Values to Live By. Why did you decide to write a biography for youth about your father, Jackie Robinson?
His life story is so important for kids. It teaches you about American history from 1919 to 1947, so key changes in African American history during that time period. Two, his life is one of great lessons. You know, he was, not only did he have talent and was given the opportunity to play Major League Baseball, but he also had incredible character, which is something that we all need to survive in life.
And how do these two books play a role in character education in the United States?
Well, Jackie's 9 is part of a program that I do with Major League Baseball. It's called Breaking Barriers in Sports and Life, and that's where the 9 values came from. It's a baseball program. 9 just fit in. My dad didn't actually tell me these values. I observed them. So that is a character program, and this sort of builds on that program in that it uses stories of my dad, stories from my life, and stories from men or women that I admire and they had something written about them. It's just sort of a chance to look at each of the 9 character traits and see how they're lived out.
How did you choose the titles for these books?
Well, Promises to Keep comes from a favorite poem and Robert Frost. And you know, my dad, he had to make a commitment right from the beginning. A commitment to Branch Rickey, a commitment to himself, a commitment to his people, to his family. So it really is about commitment to seeing through a sort of a critical yet very tough transition in America, where he was a pioneer. And the other one, Jackie's 9, a friend actually helped me come up with that title. It was just a cute way to say Jackie Robinson through Jackie and again the 9 for the 9 values.
What impact did breaking the color barrier in baseball have on the country?
Well, my father broke the color barrier in 1947, so this is prior to the integration of the military or schools or any of the government offices. So it was a catalyst for the civil rights movement that followed, and it sort of proved that given talent and opportunity and equality, you know, we can achieve.
What was it like growing up during the 1960s as your father was part of the civil rights movement?
The 60s were an exciting time. It was a very dynamic time, and we were all about change and change in America and change in our personal lives, and then the women's movement came after that. So both my childhood, we also had a terrible war. We had the Vietnam War. So it was we had terrible assassinations, so it was a tumultuous time in this country. But it was a time for us to explore, be able to be part of making a difference in this country, and some major change of laws, change of attitudes are certainly harder to change, but we were all a part of that. And I carried that through in my professional life as well, because I became a nurse midwife at a time when women's health care was women were gaining control of their bodies and control of the care that they received, and it was also exciting to be able to see that carried through in women's health care.
And did you participate in any marches or travel with him?
My father, I was in school and my father was doing most of his travel in the South, but he did not take us along with him. He actually came home and shared his experiences with us at the dining room table. But what we did as a family, we went to the March on Washington in Washington, D.C. in 1963, and then we started having annual jazz concerts at our home in Connecticut to raise funds for various aspects of the civil rights movement. So where we weren't necessarily going south to participate in marches, we were raising money at our home to send down south. The biggest lesson I learned from my dad is that struggle is an ongoing process. and that we have to remain active in this part of the struggle throughout our lives. It doesn't stop with one victory because history is cyclic, and things can come back around. So you have to remain in there and remain hopeful and active.
We have been talking with Sharon Robinson, author of Promises to Keep, How Jackie Robinson Changed America, and Jackie's 9, Jackie Robinson's Values to Live By at the Kansas City Literary Festival.
For more information about the Book TV Bus, visit our website at booktv.org/booktvbus.